if not, hope you're at least okay. Today is a Friday, and I feel a lot better. Can you tell? I was like, shit, I have a lot of fucking stuff I gotta do. It's either I do it before stream or I do it after stream, and then I decided to just do it before stream, so. I'm here. I'm so tired. But it's like a good tired. It's like oh my gosh. Oh no, it's just a stroke of light. I was like, damn, do I have like sweat stains in this? Ugh. But now I'm not even sweating. Not even sweating, babe. Also, my face is really red because I did like a face thing when I was showering today. And, so like the contrast is really off. And I actually look blonde today, like blonde. And I'm here for it. I'm just like, maybe I should like get all the red out of my hair again. I don't know. I'm kind of a bitch about it. I've also been like having my side bang moments again. I know, it's giving like 2010s. I know it is, but I think it's kind of cute. I think it's kind of like a good style on me, which is annoying because like what's the fucking, wait, where's the, like people are like, everyone looks good with the middle part or whatever. Oh fuck, wait, how do I do this? Yeah, 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 yeah. To which I say, whoop, 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 whoop. I don't think I look that great with the middle part. I think my face is too round. I'd have to have like bangs, which I used to have. So I'm just doing this thing again. I had like more of a middle part for a bit, part, and my hair just naturally does this because I have a colic here. Unless I wear a hat, well, I don't have a colic. Kind of early again, but it's like in the best way, honestly. And then if we have enough time, I might play some Hollow Knight or something. I don't know. I've just been chilling. I also have kombucha, which is always really good. And now it's candle time. Oh, that felt good. Oh, did you guys hear that? Watching the VOD, did you hear that? Let me like pop my back. Yeah. Oh shit, I'm like popping everything today. My knee hurts. I did over a 5K today. I think I did like 5.5K running, and halfway through I had to just stand there and like a random like park thing that I had no idea existed, and I was like, pain. Because you gotta stop running when it hurts. And then I just kind of like jog walked home, and I was like, I have a race this month. I need to condition because I want to beat my time from last month. And then I'll probably hold off on races until springtime. I've really decided though. I don't really have a lot of time. I have a lot of stuff going on. So I have to be sure that I can make the time. You guys don't really care that much about that, but I just kind of say it anyways. Because why not? Chat. Oh, and you finally got me like when I'm looking nice because I had to look nice earlier today. I don't mind like it's purple. I'm afraid I'm gonna like inhale the little like sweat bits, so I try not to do that too much. Oh shoot, there's a hair here. That's gonna make it smell bad. Very gross. Very not good. That's what it sounds like. But anyways, I don't even know what to do today. It might just be like a me day, which that hasn't happened in so long, chat. If it's just me, I'm probably just gonna play more Hollow Knight. Because yesterday I was so upset because my brain was hurting so bad and I was getting so dizzy, and I was like, like when I got done, I literally just sat in my room and then I like covered my eyes and I was like, I'm gonna throw up. So I had to stop. I think that's partially why I didn't feel super great today. I also didn't take my vitamin yesterday. That's important, ain't it? Yeah. Anyways. Forgot to keep track of all the things I did yesterday. I usually try to be really on top of stuff, and sometimes I just forget. It's really annoying. I'm just like, I have like, but look how far I've gotten in this. I'm almost done. I'm so proud of myself. It's one of those things where I'm just like, damn, girl, you did it. And then today I have a lot of homework to do. I'm not like doing an intense workout because tomorrow I'm gonna cry. It's gonna be so interesting. I also, this is just me rambling. I can't decide whether or not I really want to do Japanese. I've been having dreams in Arabic, so I'm just like, should I just stick with Arabic, you know? I really like Arabic. I don't know. I just feel like while I'm trying to learn Japanese, I'm just sitting there and I don't feel like that like I don't know, like I've always felt like I should learn Arabic and that's something that I've always felt like really connected to. And even though like it's not obviously like my cultural background or anything like that. I've just always been interested in it. And like a lot of people are like into Japanese stuff or whatever, which I want to learn how to like read Japanese so I could cook food and stuff like that, use the recipes. But I don't know. It's just I was like, I'm gonna debate whether or not I want to do this. I'm not giving you all my plans or whatever because I still have like stuff I'm planning for it. But I don't know. It's just I was in like my Japanese classes and stuff, and I was like, is this really something I want to do? You know? Because I mean, everyone would be like, don't you like? I literally have stuff in Japanese here, which is like Okinawa. That's what that says. Okinawa. And I think it'd be interesting to learn. I really want to learn it eventually, but I don't know. I just feel like I need to learn Arabic, which sucks. But it's also quite fun because I love Arabic. It's just so like sing-songy and it's really nice. And I feel like once you get to the point where you start like having dreams in another language, it's like, yeah, you should probably keep going with it. It was so funny. I was like, I don't know. I feel like you don't. I feel like it's bad juju to tell people your dreams or whatever. So I'm just not going to talk about it. But it was a really funny dream too. So I'm not going to go into like the details or whatever. But I just know in like my gut that like I should probably keep going with Arabic. And I know if I start doing Japanese, I'm probably going to drop Arabic. And I really don't want to do that. Like I want to continue doing like the stuff I'm doing, and I have plans, you know. And it's like one of those things where you have like two pathways that you could go down. You could do like I don't know, because like if I do more Arabic or Aramaic languages or whatever, then I could probably because I've already started learning more. Not a lot, honestly, but there's like crossover words for like Persian and like some Turkic stuff too, and then like there's North African languages that are really interesting as well, and I think that's quite fun. I don't know, IMO, I think it's quite fun, and I might keep going with it. I quite like that. It's gonna be like a lonely stream. Oh, I'm kind of here for it. My gosh, I know there's a lot of drama. Every time I'm like all by myself, I'm like, I can talk about the things I want to. I know there's a lot of drama going on. Let's see. I think another person got like temporarily banned. Let's see. I don't know. There's so much like drama all the time. I'm so confused. I don't know anything about like what's happening most of the time in like streamer land. Honestly, I really wish I knew more of what was happening. Hi, Type 2. How about you? I was like, damn, am I gonna be alone today? No pressure. It's been a while since we've been able to like hang out, so I hope all is well. Also got the watermelon candy. Mm. How are you? I'm working a little late today. I've been getting some pizza. Ooh, nice. Hopefully it's good pizza. What type of pizza do you normally get? Oh, my knee is just like, Hmm. I can be simpler. I can go supreme with everything. Okay, okay. I love it. I don't really have like a preference, honestly. I like cheese pizza. It makes me fart. Hmm. Hi, Kenny. I came for the plants. Your feet is on my suggestion list. What are we snacking on? I'm eating this, like, also hi, Kenny Woo. I'm eating like this watermelon candy. I'm always eating candy when I stream. I gotta like hit my macros. That I just like candy. Type 2 says, but my favorite is like pepperoni, ham, pineapple. Oh man, all the things I don't like. I like pineapple though. Pineapple's good. We're talking about pizza. Kenny says, I don't know about macro hitting with those. I know. Well, to be fair, I started conditioning again. Or training. And I need to be sure I hit my calories. Which like I haven't been. And my recovery has been shitty. So I've just been eating more candy and stuff. And I have kombucha. It's apple, which I like. But anyways. How are you, Kenny? Well, that will hit right up. I know. I know. I have to like, it's crazy. It's crazy. Do you do the exercise? I was thinking about doing like an IRL stream, like at the gym or something, but I feel like that's gonna dox me. And then I also feel like there's like a private room I could work out in or whatever, but people get weird about that on Twitch. So I don't know. I also always like squish my candy. Not always, but a lot of the time. And knee hoozles. It's just a miscellaneous day. I don't have like a ton to chat about. I'm afraid it's gonna blow up. I'm gonna wait a second. Okay, now I can. Type 2 says it's cold. I know. Wait, you're in America, right? I always forget where you're from. We don't talk about it. Oh, do you play games soon? Again, apart from plants, I know very little here. Yeah, you're from Tennessee. Okay. I usually play games on weekends. Tomorrow I am playing more Little Nightmares. I'm so excited. I like actually set out a lot of time for us to play. I will hopefully I'm planning on finishing up the game either this weekend or next weekend, which will be fun. I usually reserve like the long like playthrough games for weekends. And then during the week, Wednesdays I do cooking stream. And and then the rest of the week, sometimes we do history stuff, sometimes we just talk about sports. It's usually like miscellaneous, depending on like if there's anything super relevant going on like politically. I don't know. I try to stay out of drama. So when everyone's like going through shit, I'm like, get me out of here, you know. But anyways, I kind of let everybody else be. But yeah, Kenny Woo. Damn, you are brave. What do you mean? I mean, I always love a compliment, but what about it? What about it? Hmm. What do you mean by that? I just forget. I have to like let you guys talk. I'm such a yapper sometimes that I'm like, look faster, which is so rude. I'll be patient. uh, anyways, oh man, should I eat more candy? I like the whole bag. I have like two bags. I have Sour Patch Kids and I also have the watermelon candy. Now I just feel like talking about anything in real life is now controversial. I know, I know. Sometimes people come in and they get really mad at me. Like yesterday we were talking a lot about like what is like why people join ICE and stuff and like the motive behind it. I'm also very much like anti-ICE and like what's happening there and what's happening with immigration. Not even gonna dive super deep into it. Um, but it gets pretty wild. Got any terrariums or aquariums back there? Yes, I have one right there. It's a fish tank. It is balancing out. As you can see, my snails are eating all of the leftover algae, and then once it's gone, it's gonna be gone. It'll be beautiful. But yeah, I think people are kind of little bitches, and they're afraid they're gonna get fired, which is valid because because I mean no one at my like actual work has like seen my stream because I have it like different and people it just doesn't really pop up much online. But they've seen my TikToks and I've gotten in trouble at one of my jobs for my TikToks, which is funny. But I didn't delete anything because I was like, this is part time, I don't give a shit. Kenny Wu says, as a SY who lived there in the US for 6 years, I can only imagine how scary that can be. True. Type 2 says, ah. That's fair. But Kenny, what does SY mean? I don't know what that means. I'm confused. Somebody. Okay. Well, I'll keep that in my brain then. Um, wait, when did you leave? Also, what region? You don't have to tell me the state specifically, but like, what region did you stay in? I live in the Midwest, but I've been all over the US, so Tennessee's pretty cool, except for the conservative nature of things. I know. Emo. Well, since I left, I can even tell you the city. Whatever you feel comfortable with. And where do you live now? Don't tell me the city where you live now, but like maybe the country. Just give me like the state slash like region in the state and then the country you're in now, if you feel comfortable. If not, you could lie to me. I wouldn't know. People lie all the time on Twitch. Like sometimes I'll catch you little chatters and little lies, and it's so fun. Annoying at times, but it can be very entertaining. Washington, D.C., you were there for school. Oh, okay, okay. Were you political or engineering? That's usually why people go to DC. That I've noticed. Oh, this is Nash. It's really cold here. In oh, we're psychology. Why in DC? It's filled with politicians. You're trying to like scope out like why people get involved in politics or something, or is that just like the easiest thing? I know, should have gone to Pennsylvania. Yep, true, 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 true. But that's okay. I respect it. Wait, where? You don't have to tell me, but like, what country are you in now? You can even tell me like the like Northern Europe, Southern Europe. We have lots of Europeans here. North Africans too. England? Oh, bro, bro. How do you like your tea, mate? Wait, I have a question because we have another British chatter, and I haven't asked him this, but I'm gonna ask him this later. When someone makes you tea and they like put milk in your tea, because I know they do that there, because appropriating Indian culture. I'm kidding, but kind of. Um, Nothing's original. But anyways, so like when you have your tea and you put milk in the tea, how do you know how much milk that someone's gonna want? Because I'll like in TV shows and stuff, and the British people I've seen, they're like, "Would you like me to make you a cuppa?" And then they make them tea, and they're like, "Would you like milk with that?" And then they put the milk in. But is there like a standard for how much milk goes in, or is it like you already know the person? But like, what if you don't know someone? I don't know. Do you just make the tea, like add more tea? Like, are you just like too polite about it? Just like coffee amounts, but that varies. I was a barista, bro. So I know this shit varies. I know it varies. I also quite like a London fog, so yes, it can also vary. That's the thing. But when it's like somewhat, because I know British people are like so over. Are you British too, Froggy? I'm confused. But I know people are like overly polite with things in Britain and very non-confrontational. Oh, but you like tea? Okay, okay. Vibes. I respect it. But people, they're so non-confrontational that you know. Oh, you're asking possibly the worst person about this. I'm not English, very much don't understand this what's going on. Okay, okay, that makes sense. Wait, where are you from originally then? Obviously not America. America. Sorry, I'm in like a good mood today. I did the things I needed to do. I feel accomplished. I feel like I know the path I'm going on for now. So it gives the dopamine. But I'm gonna run out of energy in like 2 hours. I'm also gonna play some Hollow Knight later. So once we get like 45 minutes in, maybe 30 minutes in, I'll even like play a bit. You just gonna watch me die over again. I have to get past this boss. It's been really annoying. Once I do, will be amazing. I have a couple bosses I have to fight. I've been avoiding them, honestly. Oh, this shit's so good. Putting Vaseline on my hands. Wanna play Dota 2? I don't know. You guys have been recommending, like, Dota for a while. Oh no. Is it good? Is it good? Hmm. It kind of reminds me of League, though. Is it worth it? Every time I play League, I want to kill myself. Actually, I've genuinely never played League, so every time I've watched someone play League, I'm just like, oh. And then people get really competitive about it, and that also makes me go like, oh. Anyways, I'm trying to see if there's like, yeah, that was me on Apex. Oh, I loved Apex. I used to play Apex all the time. It's similar, but I don't like League. Okay, vibes. I loved Apex Legends. I was like, it was like the first like first person shooter I like ever got into with my friends. I don't play anymore. If I ever play now, I just play finals. I was one of those 20k, 4k rat with Ray solo queuing my life away. That's what I did too! Hey! Oh my god! Wraith mains unite! The most toxic players! Okay, to be fair, I only liked Wraith because I had no strategy. It was like the first person shooter I really played. And then you had that girl, that like Indian girl that had like the machine gun basically, or I don't remember what it's called, but the gun that goes like, you know? She was chill. I liked playing her too. Wraith, her, and the one really like, what was the guy? The one really like macho dude. I don't remember their names. I'm really bad with names. You'll figure that out. Yeah, but this was Omega Cheese. What do you mean, Omega Cheese? Are you like a cheesy player? Because I don't know what that means. I kind of stay in my own lane when I game. I don't. I don't join anything. I'm just like I will hit my thing. Oh, the turret lady. Yeah. The turret lady was vibey. I know that they added a lot to Apex. I think Asu still plays it. He was like a streamer that I used to watch all the time, like clips on YouTube. Asu and there's like Tim something Timmy. I don't know if it's Tommy or Timmy or Andrew. Who the fuck played like Apex that we would watch all the time? My roommate would make me watch it. You know the dude that like played Apex? Like was he like related to Asu or something? Who the fuck is that guy? Oh well. Oh, it's Timmy. Yeah. Yeah. He was really good. Man, Asu clips. I'll never forget his Pathfinder male hit in air. I know. Like Pathfinder was such a hard character for me to play. Oh, and there's like a similar grapple hook mechanic in the finals. So if you like playing Pathfinder, you probably like playing the finals too. But it's just not really like I don't know, it's so weird because in games where I can be like a tank and mobility is not really important, I usually play tank characters. So like in the finals I play heavy and I don't like melee stuff. I fucking hate melee. I hate it. There needs to be like distance. Which is why Hollow Knight is hard for me because it's all melee. I hate it. I hate it so much. But it's made me get better with it, so I bet if I played again, I'd be a lot better. I don't know. I don't know. But yeah, those are like the games I played. I tried playing a bit of Valorant because everybody here was like, play Valorant. And then I was like, I don't know how this goes. Oh, you're chill now. You just play ARPGs. Nice. Nice. I'm loading up Hollow Knight because we've been talking about it so much. I'm still putting Vaseline on my hands though. Valo seems toxic. It has been pretty toxic for quite a while. That's the reason why I kind of stopped playing it. I did play a bit of like what the Disney game, that shooter, and I thought that was okay. I played a bit of it on stream and it was kind of fun. Kind of fun. I had to get a new GPU to play it though, because I could not stream anything like gaming wise for a while, especially when I first started streaming. I started streaming and playing stuff like oh, what's that game? I love this game. I can't believe I forgot it. What? I don't have it on my desktop right now. Let me say. I'm gonna do like the horrible British accent just for funsies. Steam, open please. I played a lot of Slime Rancher. I think I played through all of Slime Rancher 1 and 2 on stream. I played Vampire Survivors. I think I tried playing Phasmophobia, but I struggled with it. I played Little Misfortune, Franbo. Oh, Don't Starve. Don't Starve is such a good game. It's one of my favorite games. It was like my favorite game growing up. You should get into Path of Exile too. Ever since my friends got me into it, I can't escape it. I've heard Path of Exile is good too. Yeah, it's quite a fun game. I used to watch a lot of gameplay when I was younger. It was like what helped me relax and like sleep and stuff. Hearing people just like get really animated in gameplay, I was just like, yeah, I love that shit. And then I matured a bit and I was like, I'm angry about other things. Anyways, I don't know, Path of Exile 2. I think a lot of the Discord server that like games that I'm a part of, they're just playing freaking like farming simulator. And I don't know why they're doing it, but they are. It's just so much farming simulator. Path of Exile is probably something that a lot of them would play. They still all play League together, and they're like, "Do you want to play League?" And I'm like, so League like games I struggle with. Anything that's like similar to that, I'm like, ooh, I don't know if this is for me. It's kind of crazy. Wait, so you probably know your way around Twitch. You were talking about how a lot of people don't talk about IRL stuff anymore, you know? Po2 is chill, you just do your anything level up character. Oh, our thing. Yeah. That's a vibe, that's a vibe. Wait, are you on Twitch a lot? Do people really not talk about IRL stuff? I stopped watching other streamers a long time ago, like months ago. Sometimes I'll pop in for like the streamers that are like my like legacy streamers, like ones that I've always been like, oh yeah, you're chill or whatever. So like some gamers and then some like political streamers. But do people not talk about things a lot? Or do people just kind of keep things hush hush? Because I don't know. I don't know what the dynamic of Twitch is. I don't talk to like most content creators. I don't know. My work is too serious, so I tend to chill when I get home. That's a vibe. I don't know. I guess doing psych is pretty serious. Oh, you should have been here a couple days ago. We were talking about psychology and stuff. I'm sure people consume more serious stuff on Twitch. Yeah, it's becoming more popular, I think. Which sometimes I talk about that, sometimes I don't. Well, I do a lot actually. But I don't know, I've been trying to like mind my manners better. Just kidding. I argue with people a lot actually. I was like, no, I've been doing better. And then I think about yesterday and I'm like, no. But that's okay. I don't know. We've been talking a lot more about football. Um, I guess with the World Series coming up in America, it's becoming more of a thing. I want to go. I want to go so bad. I also think there's value in people finding a streamer who's just like them, people yapping about random stuff or game. True. True, true, true. But nowadays streamers become celebs, so we're losing that vibes. I know, people take it so competitively. And like when I first started streaming, people were like, not even now, people are like, grind it out. Try really hard. Like you need to be competitive about it. You need to like post on social media that you're streaming all the time and do whatever. And I'm like, I don't know about that. They're like, you need to have more engaging like graphics and everything like that, which I understand is true. And I really, for a while, every once in a while, I'll have like a history segment or whatever because I really like history, and I'll go into like an educational thing with like videos or whatever, and it's like a whole day long thing. I used to talk about shit for hours when I first started streaming, which was pretty fun. But nowadays it's like I feel one, my actual life is getting really busy, so it's harder for me to do the prep work for it because it takes a lot of prep work. And I feel like I like the actual conversational aspect of things more. I would rather, like, if I were to be a long term streamer, I would rather have some people I could riff off of while I talk about stuff. But yeah, the streamer, like, celebrity pipeline is really interesting to me because it's like, it makes sense. And a lot of people take it really, really fucking seriously. And I respect that. I'm like, this is your job, this is what you do. But people who are at my level, they want to be at that level and they want to have like the that reach, but they don't understand that it takes a really long time to get that reach. And if you get it automatically, like it's just you blow up all of a sudden, it doesn't normally go super well and it's never really long lasting. But they just kind of like copy people. Well, came for the Greens, say for the history lectures. Yeah, I like Victorian era based history, so like uh I guess the Gilded Age and then early 1900s. That's where I know the most. Sometimes we go into other things. Personally, I've been doing a lot more research on stuff like Reaganomics and that sort of thing, the effect of that and what came before that. And I've just been picking up that as time goes on, but more media based stuff. And then every once in a while I dive deeper into it because I have like a more of a, I don't know if I want to go deep into it, but my background, it makes more sense for me to do that because that's easier to build on. But yeah, what type of history do you like, Kenny? Please enlighten me. I do want you to know that if we ever talk about history or anything, I'm horrible with names. I'm really bad with names most of the time. Kenny says, I do believe there is an end to high rising culture of streaming. It's just not relatable. True. Might as well just go back to old media and watch real stars who are better. I've been thinking about that a lot. I studied media for a really long time. It's been something I've been extremely interested in. It's why I do so much work online. Stuff that you people will see, like my public facing stuff, and then more anonymous stuff where I'm like doing other things and working with other stuff. Um, but yeah, as time has gone on, people like the legacy content creators, like people who started on YouTube way back in like early 2010s and stuff like that, they tend to do a lot better and have a lot more longevity than newer stars that are coming up or content creators. It really is what you do with it because there's many different markets that you could tap into and it's really hard to have like crossover into spaces that are going to give you more longevity because the everyday person is starting to consume more content online like Twitch, TikTok, that sort of thing. But what really keeps you going is having, well, from my perspective, and I mean, you probably, I don't know if you want to learn about this or you care about this, because I think everyone, for the most part, observed this. But there's lots of people where they cannot make it in those larger spaces, and they really struggle. And then they're kind of, well, all content creators and all people, not everybody exactly, but most people in Hollywood are really struggling right now. Like really, really struggling. Like you're seeing people who could have retired with everything that they had coming back and starting to make content again. Like Jeffree Star is literally on fucking like TikTok shop constantly. Not trying to talk shit or whatever, it's just observational stuff. Same with like Neil Patrick Harris. He's been like on TikTok live just doing like sales and selling things a lot of the time. Like people who are legacy well-known stars who can make quite a bit of money in movies and that sort of thing and are still getting offers are being forced into that kind of marketing situation because people aren't getting paid enough. So being in media is a really hard thing. It's really hard. And this is coming from someone who doesn't have like a huge platform or anything. Yeah, no, he is, and I feel so bad for him. But he's like, it's just what he's doing, you know? And maybe he's being pressured to do it by his team, or maybe it's like he needs the money or whatever. You don't get to know that as like someone in the audience. You just see that more people who are celebrities and stuff, the traditional celebrities that you were talking about, are starting to cross over into the social media category. Like, I don't know how old you are. And it's not super relevant, but I remember when YouTube started transitioning like 2016, 2017 into more like talk show content, and news and stuff like that, or media outlets started putting more and more and more of their content online on YouTube. Oh, 31. You're fucking fine, Jesus. Jesus. So you would remember this. You'd remember this. But yeah, it's quite interesting because it's a space where everybody has to be involved, and the people who aren't involved are the ones that are it's like it's harder for them to find space into it. They have to either have connections to like participate in it, like no other content creators, they can kind of be like, hey, bring your audience to me, like I'm cool, I'm relatable now. But yeah, it's really interesting, especially with like how people are consuming media now, because no one believes it. There's like little to no authenticity, and it's becoming more popular to have authenticity again with stuff like Substack. Like even fucking Charlie XCX is making Substacks now, which is really interesting. Anyways, I think this stuff is so fascinating. I love seeing how people do it. But yeah, it's like a game, and the traditional celebrity will never exist again. Especially, oh my god, especially with AI. With all that stuff, it just doesn't exist. Most people, it's just, ugh. Hi, Snoop. How are you? Kenny says, most of it feels forced both ways. Big stars trying to be relatable and streamers trying to be huge stars with huge budget production. Isn't that ironic? It is. It is quite ironic. It's, well, there's always something bigger and there's always something better, you know? There's plenty of, like, if you go to LA, Jesus, there's so many just places that you can just rent out, film, and everything. You could create a whole image of something that just doesn't even exist that you sell and promote to people, which is normal now. It's like the new normal. That's why, oh, Snoop says, this is the highlight of my week. Been sick all week long. Oh, I know, I've missed you. I'm glad you're back. For me personally, the people that I consume the content of the most, which obviously, can you tell I'm chronically online? I, the more I learn about content creation, the more I admire people where you can't necessarily fake it. So I'm getting more invested into like fitness influencers and stuff like that. And I have like I don't know, I used to like train and coach and stuff like that. So it makes sense for me to do that. But the more I look into things, the more I'm like, ooh, I don't really like this. But I also don't want to follow someone or interact with someone who's giving you too much of their lives. Like if they don't have boundaries and they're showing you like the whole layout of their house, that makes me feel really concerned. And I'm like, I don't want to encourage you to be doing what you're doing. I don't want to encourage you to do things that are dangerous to you. Like it just stresses me out. So it's like at some point authenticity can damage you more than it can help you because you're just risking too much. It's just weird, you know? And then there's still people who go online and they just like post, like they're on Facebook or whatever, they post all of their family, their relatives, and give all of their children's information, like basically all their pets, like day-to-day life. And they do that still. It really, I just think it's dangerous. IMO. Yeah. But the more I watch, the more I'm like, I expect streamers to eventually, and anyone who makes content to eventually start having a team, having a social media manager, because it is so hard. It is so hard to keep up with like content. It's hard to keep up with the news that's going on. It's hard to maintain and manage connections. Like if you get PR and shit like that, that shit's so hard to deal with, especially if you get a lot. If you do content related to that, that is so much shit. And then it just there's a higher price to pay for stardom. I don't think stardom is as big as people think it is. At least from my perspective, I don't I think people kind of I think the biggest price to pay for stardom is the fact that you're not perceived as a person anymore. But the reality of life is that if you're in any position of authority, even if you're like a manager at a workplace or whatever, your employees don't see you as a person most of the time. They see you as their boss, their manager, that they have to follow the rules and regulations that you give them. So I I think the price none of us are. Yeah, exactly, exactly. And I think I don't know, what do you think the price to pay is? Because for me, the price that people pay is mainly like the ability to have security in your own life or whatever. But as like a woman, it's you don't have to be online to get stalked. You don't have to be online to be doxxed or whatever. You don't have to do like any of that stuff. And yeah. Snoop says, I've always theorized employment is a way to control the people. I think that's partially correct, yeah. Especially living in America, not a lot of people have like any form of structure or safety nets, you know? So people are just kind of fucked most of the time, which sucks. Like if you lose your job, you can be homeless easy. Easy if you don't have connections or people that can like help you. I don't know. But yeah, I think a lot of people, well, some people like they come online and they expect to get like famous instantly. They're like, if I just post and I do this, I'm gonna be famous. Which most of the time it's like who you know. You know, it doesn't really have a lot to do with like your content unless you're doing something where a lot of people relate to you or you're just like you've worked hard for it. Kenny says, I see every day what people pay for it. It's mental load that you have to carry in that. With not enough outlet to release all that pressure. True. True. It's like, I'm gonna pop my neck real quick. Oh, I felt good. Okay. It's kind of like how you see a lot of doctors and people who deal with a lot of like sensitive information and stuff. Their hobbies are going to be, or what helps them unwind is going to be something that's very monotonous. So, like crocheting, watching TV, and that sort of thing while they do that or whatever. Gaming, like Hollow Knight, games like that, where you don't have to like think really critically. It's just kind of like response. People really enjoy that. Or playing RPGs, true. Yeah, yeah, yeah. um, Jesus Christ, Snoop. What are you gonna do to rest, you know? You probably shouldn't do anything super mental. But I've noticed a lot of content creators, especially, get into physical health stuff. Like they start doing, well, one, there's a pressure to look good too. But I also think that a lot of people, they start using weightlifting, running, or whatever as an outlet because you don't have to think that much. It's something that is very measured, it's controlled. You can see progress in it. Because with social media, a lot of the progress is perceptively randomized. Like you don't get to be like, if I do this and I do this, and it's like you can't plot everything out. You don't really know how everybody's going to respond all the time. Something that you spend like I don't know, like weeks trying to produce or whatever could give you like maybe 5% of what you wanted it to. And then something that you just throw away and you're just like, blah, 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 can give you just like 5 times what you thought it would. And then everything can balance out, but it's just never really what you expect. And that's really interesting to me. So I find that a lot of people who have been in the social media space for a long time and rely on that, they really like that calculated things, like progressive overload in working out. It's very tangible. It's very like, if I do this, I get this. And you know what outcome you're going to get based off of what you're doing. Anyways, Kenny says some kind of physical activity is a must, to me at least. True. True. But yeah, I don't know. I think it's really interesting. I've been studying the space for a long time. As like an outsider looking in, as someone who's like helped out in certain aspects and areas or whatever, I like to see what happens. And there's certain people where I'm like, keep going, please. I believe in you. You're gonna do good. But you can't like be super parasocial about it either. You're just kind of like, you have to, oh no, my bougainvillea. Oh, a flower fell. But you have to like allow people to be themselves. You can't really put them in a box and be like as a consumer too. You can't just be like, oh, this is the only thing that I watch your content for or whatever. And you have to like balance out that parasocial of like, I want to see this person grow and I want to see them be successful, but also accept if they do shitbag things, you know? So like, everyone knows about this. I'm not going to dive super deep into it. But like H3H3 and a lot of the drama and the shit that they've been a part of, I watched them when I was younger. And then I started seeing red flags and stuff like that. And I had to be like, damn, like, I don't know if they're going to grow past this in the way that I would be comfortable consuming their content from. So I had to take a step back and then I had to be like, okay, I'm done watching this shit. And then I just had to go on. Kenny says, I just love the puzzle of human mind. It's how I distance myself. That's valid. I think that's very, very valid. Rocky says, I want to see this person show their snails. What do you mean? You want me to show my snails? I do have snails in my tank, though. I do. You might be able to see them. I might take pictures for you guys later. I can't move my camera, though, because I'm bored. Yeah, the tank back there. You want to see them? I don't know if I can really get them out. Some of them are like, one of them is like on the sand over here, and the other one is underneath the filter. And yes, the filter has kind of fallen apart. I don't want to disturb the ecosystem because it's finally, like, all the algae is finally clearing. So I'm like, I'll just leave it for now. Snoop says a homo habilis pink, bruh. The cam sounds stuck there. Yeah, it kind of is. It's not something that's like easily moved around, and then it's also like I can pivot it, but the wire isn't long enough for me to like be like, hey, look, if I zoomed in, it would just look shitty. Only the government can remove it, period, bro. What does that even mean? Yeah. I don't know. We could go into like internet analysis like all the time. I love that shit. I think it is so fun. It's one of those things where I'm like, ooh, ooh. Today I was going to talk about antinatalism if no one showed up. I guess we're talking about this instead. Honestly, I feel like my title is like, no, I haven't yet, Snoop. One day I shall. I know a lot of Japanese people. And I might drop out of a Japanese class because I feel like learning Arabic and Japanese is really hard. And I don't want to lose the Arabic skills I've been learning, so who knows? I'll probably fucking stay in it. I'm kind of a little bitch about that. I'm like, well, you know, I stuck in with it this much. Let's see, I was talking about that before. But I got that from one of my students. Kind of. Ish. Yeah, but I'm not good at Japanese. Oh, I could show you like my weird homework stuff that my professor, my sensei, she wants us to call her sensei. My sensei gave me. I have to like write everything out. And there's like a little cow. Moo. Aieo. But it's like I don't know what the fuck. I don't know how to read this. Yeah, that is cook doing those two at the same time. I know, and I have like dreams in Arabic, and I'm already like semi-cooked while I'm learning Arabic because sometimes, sometimes I'll be like speaking to someone or doing something, and I'll just be like, I don't know the word for this in Arabic, but my brain's like, this is another language, Spanish, because I don't know a lot, and it's so crazy. And like my dreams that I have that are like in Arabic is like a mixture of Arabic, English, and Spanish. And then I wake up really confused. Yeah, it's crazy. Do you just like the pain or what? Yeah, I really like challenges. That's why I run and I work out and I do that stuff. I really like to be challenged by things. So if I feel like I'm not being like mentally challenged or yeah, English or Spanish, yeah. Well, that's one way to put it. Yeah. I don't know a lot of French. I've kind of forgotten most of the French I've learned. And I don't know, I feel like this year I've really, like, I guess it's only been about 8 months I've been learning Arabic, but I've also had more exposure to it, so. I've had a lot of exposure to, like, Japanese. Aliana says, I mentally challenged you, bro! Chill! Also, hi, Aliana. But yeah, I like being challenged by stuff. Like I really like to do things that are hard. Just I don't know, I just get bored. If I'm doing the same thing all the time, I get really upset with myself. I'm like, you are doing nothing. You need to do something. So that's why I learned a lot about plants. I learned a lot about biology and stuff like that. Hence why I have um like ecosystem stuff, growing plants and stuff. And then that's no longer as challenging. It took me 4 or 5 years to get to that level. And then it kind of became a job for a bit. I was like, me. And now I'm getting back into athletics again because I'm like, well, at least with athletics, I can keep like measuring stuff out. So now I have like races and stuff. I do races, but I'm not a racist. Right. Andrew's in the other room, like, Brett. uh, Steve says, I get really curious on whether y'all reside in a house or not or an apartment. You'll never know. You'll never know. I have so many plants in my house that Brett. No. Just give it away. You won't know if it's a duplex or not, though. Maybe it's a split level. Andrew, oh, that didn't take long. Maybe it's a split level. Maybe it's a duplex. You'll never know. Do I have a yard? You'll never know. Anyways, I'm good at keeping secrets. Anyways, and I'm not an overachiever. I just get bored. And then if I'm not like pushing myself, I'm just like, what are you doing? And then I'm just sad and disappointed in myself. And I'm like, I could have done better. I've always been like that though. You're a therapist or a psychiatrist or psychology man or whatever. You figure it out. You figure that out. What does that mean about me? Single family dwelling in suburban Nebraska looking. Freaking Sherlock cooking over there. Yeah, honestly. That's why people, old people used to call me Holmes. It was like my nickname when I was a kid. Holmes. Throwback to my OG Twitch name. Those who know. Those who know. Kenny says, see, I know my shit. Oh, that's my shit. Oh, you can't want me like this. Sorry. I can't help it. But yeah, I don't know. I'm not an overachiever. It's just like I like don't really have like I've healed a lot of like my trauma or whatever, and all of the energy I had to like put into like my fixing my mental health shit and maintaining it. Now I no longer have to put that much energy into it, and I just have all this free time. And I'm like, that was really fucking challenging. And then now I'm like, let's do more. Let's find another challenge. And then I don't know. And I'm like, I must complete all the skills in the skill tree. Whatever helps you sleep. Yeah. That's also why I work out. If I like work out enough, then I get really tired and I'm like, caught you. I just sleep really well. Any hoozles, we were gonna talk about antinatalism. How do you guys feel? No, you clipped me? Y'all haven't been clipping me. I forgot I had that enabled. I deserve that one. Yo, I don't know if all of my clips are still visible. Peak cinema, I cry. I cry. I'm not even gonna react to it. I know it's so bad. And I just turned so red. It's okay, guys. I'm white, alright? It's just my undertone is like when I'm not embarrassed or doing anything public speaking, you can see my veins. I'm kidding, it's not that translucent. Well, in some areas it is. You know what's really interesting? I've noticed that like my veins don't really pop out, but you can like see them. And I'm just like, damn, is this why people who go to like the gym and stuff get like spray tans and everything, you know? To like cancel out the veins. So I mean, it's not like they poke out. It's just like I don't know. I got distracted for a second. I was just thinking about it. So antinatalism, how do we feel about that? Or is this like a mission abort conversation? Get it? But I'm proud of that one. It was funny. It was funny. I know you smiled. I know you smiled. Or you think I'm going to hell. Either way, it'll make you happy. I'm sorry. It's too funny for me. I make jokes when I'm uncomfortable. Yeah. Kenny says, nah, I'm stuck on what you said, skill tree. And Po2 skill just got an update. Bro! With Gannat skill tree. I love skill trees. There's like this glass blower who's on TikTok and like that sort of thing. With giant skill tree. Yeah! Skill trees are so nice. I try to view my life as like a skill tree. So then if I ever set something down, I'm like, oh, I'll just come back to it. It's just, I'll advance that more later. And then I never feel like I'm being lazy about stuff because I'm just like, oh, I'm going further on this skill tree here. So if I'm consuming media or like TikTok or whatever, which doom scrolling, if you guys are on my Discord, you know, no one really talks on there, but I post memes and they're good memes and I think they're funny. And if you don't like them, antenatal, whoa, we're not diving into that cesspool right now, bro. But antinatalist is like, I don't want to have children because I think it's bad for the environment or whatever. But yeah, Kenny says, want to see your reaction to this since you said you like them. Let's see. What is this? Oh, a skill tree? Holy shit. This is like the life skill tree I was talking about, yo. Like, there's a similar skill tree add-on that you can get in Minecraft too. Wait. Now you can see it. There you go. Anyways, that's actually really cool. I like all the shapes that exist. Look at that. Wait. The passive shapes, you know, how you have like the star. It's a star! Or, I don't know what all this is. It's a circle! Oh, and this looks like a potion bottle. That's actually quite clever. Oh man. That is kind of neat. But yeah, but this is how I view life, you know? I feel like you want to have like a well-rounded skill tree. Like you want to get some stuff up here, some stuff down here, and then you bring it together with time. So you just got to figure out what points that you want to have. Doop, doop, you know? So you go doop, 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 and then you just widen out. And I feel like that's the best way to do it. I just added 250 new nodes, so this is missing those. Damn. Oh man. Oh, this one looks like a bow and arrow. And this one looks like an animal. Oh, it is. It's supposed to be like a wolf. Awoo. Awoo. Anyways, that's so neat. You have potions, bow and arrow, health. Health. That's all this junk. I don't know what the fact that is. Fighting. Yell. Shield. Protect. What's over here? Magic. Yeah, if you read it also connects to those things you point out. Anyway, sorry to derail the stream. No, it's fair though. I honestly, it's just how I view life. This is a good visual explanation. But I think like in your life, you have like a skill tree. There's different things you can focus on. You can focus on leisure, or you could focus on like, I call them side quests. I'm very focused on my side quests. Getting me to like pick one career, unless I can pursue all the things that I want to do, really hard for me. That's why I pursue like languages or exercise, athletics, nature, food, that sort of thing. It all builds with time. And then your knowledge kind of expands. But in pursuing those interests, I've kind of had more of a lack of like mechanical engineering and stuff. So I'm getting more into cars and car mechanics and working on them and stuff like that. Um, so like if you, like I said, you make your skill tree kind of go out in two separate sections, and then as you can see, everything's connected. So once you are advanced in one area, you can learn more advanced concepts in an area that is adjacent to it. You just have to be sure you have enough nodes going out. Anyways, I could talk about that forever, and it's really important. But that's kind of how I viewed life when I was a kid. Which is why I got invested in media, because that's like another aspect of it. Introverted things, extroverted things. And then it compiles, and then you have a whole shebang. Whole shebang. That's another reason why I'm afraid of having children. I don't know. I thought we would have chaotic here tonight, because every time this was kind of bait for chaotic, low-key, because he's an antinatalist, or has been an antinatalist for a long time. And I'm always curious what you guys think about that. Because like from my perspective, it's like hard for me to like, I don't know, I feel like policing other people is a bad idea, and I don't want to guilt anyone into like wanting to have kids or wanting to not have kids, you know? So for me, it's kind of like people's decision, but I think it should be an educated decision. So like, are you ready to have the time and the energy it takes to raise a kid? Because your whole life, not all of your life, but most of your spare time is going to go to having a child, and you need a support system for them and everything. It's like there's so much that goes into it, and that's why I would find it like hard to have a kid. But that doesn't necessarily mean I'm antinatalist, because like there are straight up people who believe that we are just put here to like fuck and have babies, you know? And I'm not like that far with shit. I feel like we have brains, you know? We made fire, and then our brains got bigger, and then from then on it just kept getting bigger and bigger. So you got to use it for something. IMO. But like I also think pressuring yourself to like do something just because you feel like humans are supposed to do it isn't the best thing either. Stoop says our brains are shrinking now. Is that true? Is that for real? Is that for real? I am for real. Sorry, can't help it. Take a wild guess. Social media, I don't think it's actually making people's brains shrink. Is it? Let's see. Social media and brains shrinking. Oh. Let's see. I thought it kind of acts in a way similar to Alzheimer's, you know? So PubMed Central, or the Natural Library of Medicine, has an article about it. Let me post it. Mine definitely after a long day. Well, because you know, like with Alzheimer's, people will like your brain's still pathing properly. Like you can still, like technically it's all functional, but your ability to navigate your mind just doesn't really exist anymore. And it's something I've thought about for a really long time because, you know, I don't know if you guys have ever had like someone with dementia or Alzheimer's in your family, even though their brain is starting to get like holes or whatever here. Yeah, just emotional dumpster here for others. Yeah, I guess so. Sorry. But I don't know. I have Alzheimer's in my family, or at least some of my relatives have. Um, so it's like, but people theoretically still have access to all of that, even if their brain is deteriorating. There are people that have like half a fucking brain and they still live perfectly normal lives. Like, this is for real. Like, I'm not even joking with you. Um, but how we know that is because before someone passes away from Alzheimer's, if it is Alzheimer's related, their actual passing, they have like Alzheimer lucidity where they're able to fully comprehend and understand their surroundings for a couple weeks at a time. And people think they're getting better, but they're not actually getting better. You may have heard a lot of people discussing this because Trump is showing signs of like Alzheimer's, dementia, sundowning, that sort of thing. That's probably where you're going to hear it in the media soon. But that's like a real thing. So you know that even though their brain is deteriorating, the thing that's actually struggling is the connections, and they're not able to make it, but they still exist and they're still there. So it's crazy to me. It's kind of like how, I guess if you're into psychology and stuff, people with PTSD or heavy amounts of trauma or whatever, they can block it out in their mind, but the instance is still there. It's just not reachable, you know? Because their brain doesn't view it as something that is like relevant information at that time period. Anyways, Kenny says it's only about disrupting communication. Yeah, basically. But it's also, that's like similar to how other like mental health issues can also occur. So I personally think that because they're so similar, like you just can't remember it all the time. And then sometimes something will happen and then you remember everything. And you see similarities between like Alzheimer's, dementia, and people who've experienced heavy amounts of trauma because sometimes they're very lucid. They remember everything related to a certain topic, but other times they don't. And it's super fascinating to me. Like, super. I don't know. I think the key to understanding both of them is why the brain blocks stuff out. And if it's like, if there's a way that you could use a chemical or something to make it so that the connections are still feasible. Anyways, but then that could be crazy too. You could use that as like a mental enhancement as well. That'd probably be abused in like educational settings too. Quite interesting. Quite interesting. TL is very much a thing. What is that? TL. You're throwing out acronyms and I get confused. What do you mean, bruv? Oh, it can be overwhelming. Yeah. Memory stuff can be very overwhelming to a lot of people. Oh, terminal lucidity. Yeah, that's what it's called. Yeah. It's something that it's kind of like it happens before most people pass away of like a long-term illness or whatever. They'll see like a they'll see like a decrease in their negative symptoms for a short amount of time. And then people will be like, "Oh, maybe it's like the rally or whatever." That's what they call it. And that'll happen and then it just kind of gets worse for a little bit and then you're just like, "Oh shit." And it's really hard for people, but I think it can be like I think it's a beneficial thing. But once you're in, as you can tell, I was around a lot of like people who were dying or whatever. So for me, it's really normalized. I know this is like a deeper conversation. Um, but you kind of learn to like spot it. And when you clock it, you're just like, oh, this makes sense, you know? Oh my god, I need to drink more kombucha. As you can tell, I've been talking a lot today. But yeah, it's kind of something that like is quite fascinating to me. As it's why I was invested in like neuroscience and stuff for a while too, because I was like, there's a way that we can reverse it. Like I just fucking know it, and there is, there is. We just don't know how to do it yet. Let's see. The only reason I remember this properly is because I had an exam here in the UK to get the license, and they don't like that term. Yeah, they prefer paradoxical lucidity. That's true. That's true because it can come and go. And saying terminal lucidity is like really depressing to people because you don't know if it's like the treatment is working or if they're just having like good days or whatever. This motherfuckers, I know, I know. But yeah, I don't know. Psych is really interesting to me. I've always been really fascinated with it. Almost cost me a lot. What do you mean? Did you get the answer wrong? Is that why? On a technical no? What do you mean? But yes. Yeah, not surprised. Wait, so if you're into psychology and stuff, how do you feel about like antinatalism? I feel like this says a lot about people who are psychologists, and I want to talk about it. I also have to go pee. So, like, while you compose your thoughts and give me like a thoughtful statement on it, please and thank you. You gotta pee. OMG, is this the number one anti-Semitic space on which? Fuck, you're just. Oh my god, Darius. I talk about how Israel commits a genocide once. Once. And how. Bro. Darius. Darius. Tell me about how you feel about antinatalism, though, Darius. Please do explain. Also, we have another person who is in England right now, Darius. British be British. Antinatalism. You know exactly what I'm fucking saying, Darius. It's antinatalism. People who believe it's unethical to like have children. I think we've talked about this before though. Fuck, I gotta go piss, bruv. I got to take a piss. I'm gonna be right back, okay? While you compose your well thought out answers. Thank you. I'm not that concerned with that kind of branch of ethics. Then let me go piss. Why are you talking about it? I know, Darius, you're right. Oh, we have another Hungarian vibes. We had a Hungarian here for a while. He'd come in. He comes in every show once in a while. Oh my god. Mighty Magyar, I think. Yeah. He was very conservative in a funny way. Hi Ollie. My dog's here. He's so old now. You're old. Like Puskas too, he was a legend. Hmm. Oh my god. Bro. Oh boy, we have a bad reputation. I don't talk Hungarian unless I'm forced to. Really? Hmm. I left the UK today, Posey, but now I've come back. Oh, you left? Damn, where'd you go? Where'd you come from? Where'd you go? Yeah, Prime Minister, two fave leaders, Trump and Kim Jong-un. No, I know. I know your politics are really crazy right now. So he's a special man. Hmm. Hmm. You're kind of like buttfuck in the middle of nowhere. We have Budapest though. That's chill. Don't you guys have a lot of mountains there? Or am I wrong? I really don't know the topography. Uh, he's only been our PR for 14 years or so. No, I know. Orban is such a colossal prick. I told you I'm really bad with names. Like, I'm really bad with names. If I don't respect you, I'm not going to remember your name. It's actually horrible. Snoop says, wow. Wow, what, Snoopy? Snoopy poopy, what? I'm eating more candy, chat. That's why Darius is here. He reminds me of the names of people. Tiny mountains. Mm-hmm. That's fair. I saw like a vlog of someone who went there. Just like a travel content creator or whatever. And yeah, the politics is pretty wild. It's harder for people to travel there right now because of yeah, everything. That's a lot of countries. True, Kenny. True. One day I'll go there. One day. It does look really cool. I think Budapest looks really cool too. It's just obviously the politics aren't really great right now. I guess that's kind of what it's like when we have Tahami here and we're talking about Egypt. You're not the only one with government corruption in this chat. Everywhere's got it. Everyone has the fascist pill that they're swallowing right now. I cry. Having this with kombucha is kind of wild, honestly. Oh, really? Why? Why? Is it racism or is it the passport? Like the country? Imagining all my interviews for F1 visa to US. Always been fun. Yeah. Darius says there's a wicked film I can't remember about English boarding school, and the Donna B plays a huge part in it. Oh, I can't believe I've forgotten the name of it. I guess that's what happens with age Darius. Can't keep up anymore. Because I'm like a goldfish. Oh my gosh. You made it to Arena 18 in Clash Royale? Bro. Throwback. Oh my god. What does that even mean, Darius? He comes from being a moron, not from age. I don't have direct access to my own memories. Vibes. I remember OG Clash. Yeah. Gosh, my voice is going. I'm so sorry. I don't know why I'm doing that. It just felt right in the moment. I just enjoy my candy. It's very good, bro. Very good in it. Anyways, I don't really understand all this stigma. I feel like people will be really fucked up towards other people's cultures and stuff, and I don't really get it. I'm kind of weird about that. I'm just like, why do you hate them? They left their country to be here. But then I guess I live in America and people are very nationalistic here and not very nice to other cultures, which is really stressful. Well, Snoop says, most of that mindset originates from Western media and their silly propaganda. Exactly. Daya says, you hate your own culture. You understand perfectly well why people have bias towards things. Yeah, I know. Kenny says, I had a great time in US. Sweetest people in Texas. You're like, yes! Oh no! What have I done? Oh, I'm just teasing you. It's okay, it's okay. I know a lot of Texans. Most of them leave. Okay, to be fair, I'm very much a lefty, and I had a good time here. Okay, to be fair, they're nice, but not about politics. They're like, nice to your face, but they'll vote for things that hate you, and they're like, you're an exception to the rule. And you're just like, how many people have to be the exception before you start treating other people better? And they're like, well, I'm nice to them. And I'm like, what do you mean? Did they sweat a lot in Texas? Yeah. Yeah. They're just sweaty in general. You have like the performative Texan, and then you have like the actual Texan. Just so you know. One of them has like dirt that's like caked into their like sweat. No, you can tell if they're an actual Texan or performative based off their genes. Because God, this is like deep Texan lore, right? But they will literally starch their genes to the point where they can stand up on their own. So the performative Texan does not do this because they don't, it's like uncomfortable to wear. But the actual like rodeo Texan, like farm loving boy, they do that. That's how you can tell. People think it's between Zins and like Chew, but that's not the way you tell because, you know, they've been more progressive, you know? Snoop says, I'm not moving to Texas because of the death sentence. Oh, what do you mean? Kenny says, I'm also whitest against the bluest eyes, never on their radar. Oh, true, true. You're not gonna be. I mean, they're kind of like, I was gonna make a Hitler reference, and I was like, maybe not the best. Maybe not the best to do on Twitch. Twitch is a little, nowadays. They take my jokes a little too seriously. I'm kidding, they really don't, but I'm not big enough for anyone to care. Let's see. And it wasn't, oh wait, Froggy says, Lubbock, Texas has this boyfriend husband guy who shot the ex-husband guy on camera and he got away with it. Find the lady was a judge or something. Oh, true, and it wasn't self-defense, yeah. Texas has interesting corruption issues. Snoop says, don't they solve the death sentence in Texas? I think so. I wouldn't be surprised. They also have castle laws there, so if you go on someone's property accidentally, they could just shoot and kill you. And they could be like, well, they were on my property line, so careful if you're homeless. But they also have, like, if you're into working out, they have, like, the Alpha Elite gym there. So a lot of, like, progressive gym people will just go there anyways. Anyways. That's just niche. That's niche. It's niche. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Anyways, Dari says, why do some states do the death penalty and some don't? Yeah, it is state laws, Kenny. It's true. It's mainly if they can justify killing someone, you know? If they think that they should be able to kill someone, which that's its whole bucket of ethics. Like now, I think Texas has a lot of discussions about maybe having the death penalty for people who are involved in abortion care. Crazy shit. Crazy shit. But then birth control, make it not accessible, you know? So that's why I don't want to live in Texas because, like, he was hung, obviously. Oh, wait, what? I think Hangrady was the last person given capital punishment here, like 60s or something. Oh, yeah. Nah, here they just this might be a little graphic, so plug your ears if you're innocent. But they'll literally like put someone in a chair. They'll put medication in them that like basically makes it so they're paralyzed, and then they give them a really painful medication that slows down their heart and basically kills them. But they can feel the entire fucking thing. It's actually fucking insane. So it's not, they're just paralyzed. So the people who are watching them die don't feel bad about watching them, like, die a horrible death. America. Anyways, it's like hiding the homeless, you know? Kenny says, it's hard to remove those laws. I mean, insanely hard. Well, it has been done, and then they bring it back. Like, right now, I think the Supreme Court is going to be hearing stuff about, like, black people and white people getting married, which is actually fucking insane. Like, here in America, if you have people who are, like, willing to push it far enough, then yeah. Oh, why is it a state issue and not a federal one? Oh, good question. Good question, because this current administration and basically a lot of administrations since Reagan have been, honestly, since Nixon, not gonna lie. It goes back a little bit further than that, but we're not gonna dive deeper into it. But long story short, they want states to have the ability to regulate more things freely so that there's less federal oversight. And then people hypothesize many different reasons for that. Some people think there's a whole a conspiracy theory that says that they want it to be easier corporate-wise or whatever. But basically, having a whole hodgepodge of laws in different states can make it a lot harder for things to change in a country. So it makes it harder for there to be a lot of advancements federally or whatever. It kind of puts the government into standstill. And sometimes there's states where they want to be more progressive and some other states want to be less progressive. So their solution to that is just saying, let the states decide this. And with a lot of the Supreme Court rulings in the past 2 years, that has a lot more consequences than people think. But that's a whole nother discussion. So like nowadays, if the president has an executive order that a state doesn't like or states don't like, one judge can say like, hey, I don't like this or whatever. It has to be a federal judge, by the way. So it's more regional based, but a federal judge can be like, hey, this is unconstitutional or whatever. So the Supreme Court is, or the, it's kind of halted until like the courts hear it. And usually it makes its way to the Supreme Court and then it's decided there whether or not it's constitutional. But now it's a state by state basis, which is really fucking weird. It makes it even more muddy. So that means that like if you live in a state where something isn't necessarily like something that you would want, but you live in a really conservative region or state, and they are just like, no, we're going to allow for that to keep going, you're just kind of fucking stuck with it. Like, you have to leave, or you have to hope and pray that your government stands up for you, which that's not always the case. And that's on both sides, you know? But it's usually the conservatives that push it harder. Kenny says, I take Texas over DC or Maryland. Oh, with all the pretentious people and the elitists. It's not enough to be educated, but also have to be from legacy school to thrive. But this is just based on my career goals and experience. Even, there was, the big beautiful bill. It's making it a lot harder for people who have less affluent backgrounds to get loans from the government in order to compete in positions like being a doctor or being a lawyer or whatever. Because I think there's a cap at like $230,000 for like 8 years of schooling or something like that, which is definitely not enough to get like a medical degree or like a law degree or whatever. It's fucking crazy. Darius says, OMG World Cup, Josh Posey, absolutely the most embarrassing thing I've seen since Dave took a foul throw Rose last week. That seems fairly ubiquitous to all places and countries, Kenny. That's true. Yeah, it is like half your med school. True. It's, and now they're saying that like being a nurse and stuff isn't a professional degree and everything, which can exclude you from certain scholarship opportunities. So less and less people who are not wealthy and affluent will be able to get those positions. It's crazy. It's crazy. And I think they're all just assuming that a lot of these positions can be replaced by ChatGPT or some equivalent. Because in China, they have like a whole AI system where people can go into like a hospital that's just completely run by like AI. Like, it's insane. But I think that's why they're saying it's not a professional degree, but people are saying it's lots of other things like, oh, it's mandatory reporters and stuff, but it's usually the simplest answer. It's the professions that can be the most easily replaced by AI. You just need people to do the footwork. Darius says we got Brazil, Morocco, and the Haitians. England got Croatia, Ghana, and Panama. That's fucking wild. Huh. We're gonna have to see how the World Cup goes, because I'm very curious. I wish we could watch it all together. We might watch it in Discord. I think that'd be fun. But I don't know. I'm probably going to be working. I have a lot going on this summer. I'm not going to dive into it. We'll see. It's up in the air, but ooh, I'm going to be busy. And he says, but also enjoyed my presidential scholarship, so no complaints from here, bro. Steve says, I was looking to buy an English course for a specific thing, and the teaching videos are made by AI, supported by a text script, of course, for $50. I know, it's fucking everywhere. And yeah, GG Kenny, scholarships are wicked if you can get them. True. most of my classes are very like scholarship based right now. So that's why I'm debating whether or not I want to like, I don't know why I'm talking to you guys about it. It's not super relevant, but it can be helpful to just use you as a rubber duck. But like, I'm debating whether or not I want to drop Japanese because I need to have like at least a 3.5 GPA or above in order to keep the scholarship I have right now. And if I get anything lower than like a B, it's going to be hard for me. And I don't know. My teacher is like actually from Japan. My sensei. She's actually from Japan. So she's like, if you're late or you miss school in any way, shape, or form, like you're already not getting an A. And that's really hard because we live in Nebraska and the weather is like not great. If we have like in-person meetings and remote wise, you can have like internet issues and she'll just dock it from you. And I'm just like, why are you being so strict? But anyways, Daria says, I was a sports scholar and it was harder than I thought it was going to be. Yeah. Education is hard, but I feel like it has to do a lot with your professors and stuff too. I should have just taken Mandarin, honestly. It would have been easier. I might just take Mandarin instead. Oh no, I'm just complaining about stuff. I'm not going to keep venting. Penny says they are, but they work slightly different from a foreign student. You still need to work on campus to pay about 25K a year. But again, that is super lucky in a privileged situation. Yeah, it can be really hard to get an on-campus position. Here in America, like I had to go back to school to get internships and to get like a footing in the careers or anything because right now, if you are not pursuing an education or you don't have like connections and that sort of thing, it's really hard to get positions. Unless you're already like working your way up the fucking ladder or something. So I literally only started getting job opportunities when I went back to school. And it's for more than what I was getting beforehand, which is crazy. It's crazy. Anyways, Daria says, that's the same for foreign students here on master's 25K paper and mill, basically, yeah. Kenny says, also, we can't take other jobs under F1 visa. It has to be on campus. True. It has to be scholastically related or on campus. So if there are certain college, I grew up in like a weird situation where I was very closely affiliated with a school. So I went to lots of lectures and everything, and I got to see this process. But the school that's very closely related to the church and organization that my family like participated in, pastor's kid, blah blah blah. My grandpa was on the board for. They started. There's a lot of checks on them. There can be, but like I don't know what you mean by that. But what schools will do is they'll purchase a lot of property in the area and then they will rent out the spaces to different like companies and everything. And if the company has like an affiliation with the school, so they kind of partner together, then foreign students are able to work at that location and it's considered to be a school position, you know? Because then it's part of the campus's property, so technically it's on campus, and it's kind of like a way to get past the law here in the States, but not every school does that. So you have to be sure that you go into a school that allows for that to happen. Otherwise, it's harder. So a lot of that's why I was friends with a lot of immigrants and stuff because I was stuck around that because that's what they were marketing towards, like people from different countries. That's a whole different thing. Daria says, I mean, I personally wouldn't risk it, but it doesn't seem very efficient or cost effective to go and check all scholars' employment, cash in hand, etc. They check. It's not like something where they go in person and check. They just want the documentation. So you have to file like tax paperwork with the government. And if they start noticing that like there's a lot of cash going into a bank account from a specific place or whatever, and it's not like a cash deposit, like it's coming from a company, the company will get in trouble for not following tax regulations. So they have to pay people out of pocket, like underneath the table. But that's like a whole nother thing. That's like, you can't really use that for anything other than like basic expenses. Kenny says no one will hire you, so they don't have to check on it. That's fair. Cash in hand is occupied by many other groups. It is tough to do it solo with no connections to places like that. Yeah. That's why a lot of immigrants that I have known that have gone to school here in the United States, they will choose a religious institution, and you kind of get bonuses if you're from like a country. Like, I'm not even shitting with you. Like, you kind of get like an easier way to, like, it's easier for you to get in because you're seen as like a charity case if you come from like a non-Christian majority country. So like China or the Middle East or something like that. Like, I'm not even joking with you. Like, East Asia, we had a lot of East Asian students at my at the college or uni, whatever you want to call it. Technically, it was university. Wait, no, was it? I think it was a college. The other one was a university. But anyways, Daria says, aren't tip-based jobs essentially cash in hand there? Trump, like, I think in the Big Beautiful Bill it said that you can't tax on tips anymore, but it's still, you're still technically supposed to report it. So like if you have I know a lot about this actually in restaurant management stuff. But if you're running like a point of sales position or like you have a point of sales like operating system or whatever, and you're using that as like a cashier or like you're working in a restaurant and people give you a tip, they're usually going to tip you via card rather than cash. So if they tip you via card, it's still going to be documented and you can't just give people that under the table. If you're giving anybody anything under the table, it has to be written off as like a business expense. So like, let's say that you needed to like pay for the labor of someone to come and like fix a plumbing issue or whatever. And you are just paying someone that's like a contractor, you can change the books and say that you paid more than you really did and you had to pay it cash or whatever, and you put that under the table to somebody else. That's usually how it goes in the restaurant industry. Kenny says, yeah, it's worse to be just a little less immigrant. You need to be very immigrant to be a charity case. So no EU people. True. Unless you're Eastern European. Like, especially like an Soviet nation, they eat that shit up here. Because with the religious institution, the Soviets weren't like super big on religion and stuff. So they're like, oh, bring everybody to God. It's just the evangelical shit. Can you name the countries that were behind the Iron Curtain Posey? Not all of them. I'm not really good with that. I get nervous too. You're putting me on the spot. But yeah. I know I've met some people from a couple of those countries, mainly Ukraine. But that's for a lot of other reasons. Should have been better Christian boy, bro! No, you only get it if you're not Christian. You gotta be a charity case. But vibes, I get you. Everything east up to and including Germany. No, I'm not playing this game with you, Darius. You know my geography skills are bad. I'm an American. This is part of the skill tree that I'm expanding upon in GeoGuessr, and we're not playing GeoGuessr right now. I have Hollow Knight loaded up. I have Hollow Knight all loaded up right now. We could play Hollow Knight. Okay, guys? You want me to distract everybody? Posey, you're an EU footy streamer. You want me to be an EU footy streamer. She hasn't leveled up yet. She's low-key kind of true. I honestly am probably going to start getting more into football shit, not going to lie. But I am going to play a little bit of Hollow Knight. Talking as I play. Oh, there's audio. We're going to keep talking as I play, though. And I'm going to be bad. But okay, to be fair, you're turning me into a footy streamer, okay? Okay? Oh my god, Clash report status, bro. Oh my god. Should be called football. This is football. There's no question about it. I'll let it play.
Happened to football in the United States. It's, again, soccer in the United States. We seem to never call it that because we have a little bit of a conflict with another thing that's called football. But when you think about it, shouldn't it really be called? I mean, this is football. There's no question about it. We have to come up with another name for the NFL stuff. Yeah. It really doesn't make sense when you think about it. But this is really football. When you look at what has happened to
I mean, I honestly think American football should be canceled just because it's CTE incarnate, but that's just my personal opinion. It's just my opinion. Kenny says, all right, long day tomorrow. See you guys. Nice to meet you all. Not leaving because girl starts playing game. Timing is rather sus, though. Yeah, and that is on you. How fucking dare you? How fucking dare you, Kenny? Maybe I'll see you again. I think, oh, we do have music. I think American football looks like a fantastic sport, to be honest. It's just too long and stop starting. I don't like it. That's because I grew up around it. I'd rather watch basketball, not gonna lie. Because at least there's like some, I'm not gonna listen to the audio of this, but at least there's some fucking like technical skill to it. Oh my gosh. Oh yay, I fixed it. I'm gonna turn the volume down a bit. Hit me up when you're ready for PLE2 so I don't have to grind it alone. Bro! I don't know. I've been grinding out like very specific games. I have a whole like queue of games we gotta play. Tomorrow I'm playing what's it called again? Fuck. I don't know. Oh, Little Nightmares 3. That's what I'm playing. Play BG3, you massive fraud. I know. Baseball is just an even lamer version of cricket. You take that back. You take that back. I played softball for a long time. Okay? I was a pitcher and first base. They tried making me a catcher, but I kept getting hit in the face. I'm not even lying. They put me in the outfield and I just got distracted. I don't know if you know what that is. But it's like the most lazy position. Well, why do they hate? Why do they hate on baseball? Come here, my shadow self. Oop, oop, I bitch. Bitch, come here. Okay, there we go. My soul is repaired. Yes, I guess what they mean is that they put you as far away from the ball as possible so you could daydream. Yeah, and it was so rude. I was actually quite good. I had a really good, what do you fucking call it? What? Bitch. Oh my god. I had a pretty good, I was a good batter-ish. Not the best, but I was like, oh my motherfucker. I was pretty okay. I was quite good at cricket, but it was too boring. You know, I actually get that, honestly. I don't think I'd like cricket either. What the fuck is this dude on about? Ah! Oh, you motherfucker. Oh my god, he's doing the ball thing again. Once I get past the boss fight, I'll feel better. Oh, just motherfucker. I was only truly shit at tennis. I was actually pretty good at tennis. Tennis is popular here in America. It's like the rich people thing though. Ah, motherfucker. So a lot of like elitist people play. But the barrier to entry isn't like as high as like polo or some shit like that. So playing polo will get you like that's expensive. Playing like running is expensive, golf is expensive. Oh my god. Probably gonna die. That's okay. That's okay. Yeah, paddle is taken off here, and I have to make a lot of excuses to not play it because it'll be crap and I won't react well to it. Are you talking about what's the one thing? A lot of people play it here in America. It's like when you reach like your 20s or whatever, your 30s, you have like a midlife crisis or something, or quarter life crisis, and you either get involved in paddleball, is that it? Where you like have the wall and you do that a lot? Oh no, I feel like that's what you're talking about. Or yeah, that's it. Or you have like people run. Obviously I started running. Fuck bitch. And so that's kind of mine, and working out. Or people become addicts. Lots of people become alcoholics. That's a very Midwestern thing to do. Just so you know. A lot of people just watch football and drink a lot of liquor, and they love it. So you kind of like, or you have a child. Some people golf too. Golf, I think, will be my sport when I'm too old for vets football. That's fair. Golf, I am not good at golf. It's something where I've injured a couple of people playing it, which is really impressive. I'm just, my ex's family was like really into golf, so their idea of a good time was golfing. And do you know who wasn't good at golf? Me. And I'd just sit there and they'd be like, Josie, do you want to come golf with us? Do you want to run a couple miles in the morning? And I'd just be like, no. But now I run, so maybe I'll golf in the future. I'd have to be with someone who golfs though to make it worth it, you know? I'm okay at gold. In village we stole someone Dad's club. We used to stick an umbrella in a field and launch it towards it. That's a vibe though. I'm just like I'm a mids golf player. And I don't try to be good. It's kind of something where it's more business focused, fuck you, than anything else. Especially here in America. It's like, it's more for socializing or whatever. Fuck. Oh man, I ran into it. I could have just stayed in the position I was in. And I would have been fine. It's just one of those things where like, I know how to do it. I have some relatives who are like really into golf too. And I'm just like, yo, I don't think I'm gonna do that with you a lot because you stress me out. Fucking hell. He's doing the ball thing. Balls to the wall, yo. Yeah. Because it's more, because it's outer heroin when I can't play competitive football anymore. Literally every, like, alcoholic in Nebraska is like that. They're like, I can't play football. I can't do whatever high school sport I did anymore. I got injured. Fuck my life. And they just kind of like, they're like, oh, I'll do golf now. Ah, the bitch! I don't know what I'll do when I can't, like, fuck my ass. Jesus Christ. Motherfucker. Stay away from me, bitch. I don't want to play this. Poop. Jay, I hate those frauds. Read it in a second, I'm sorry. I've literally every third person I meet tells me how they could have been pro, but their knee exploded when they were 15. I know. It was even worse for me when I was, fuck my ass. When I was, working at a gym. People would be like, you know, I would have been pro or whatever. I used to be able to do this before, like, my knee went out, and I'd just sit there and I'd be like, I know, I'm sorry. This was your life. You can't do it anymore. But it's hard because you don't want to be rude. You want to be like, oh, you peaked in life or whatever. Because that's kind of rude. And they haven't. They just haven't found anything that gives them as much satisfaction, which is kind of hard. Like, don't you want to, like, feel good about yourself or whatever? You can't, like, shame people when they're trying. Like, I don't know. As long as they're trying to find something else that gives them purpose, I think it's okay. Oh, now it's gonna get hard. Yeah, he's gonna... Our NHS appears to be overcrowded. Oh, fuck my ass. Hate this dude. Fuck. Okay. Our NHS appears to be overcrowded by the epidemic of 15-year-old superstars clogging up the wards with knee injuries. It's a common injury. Like, my knee's fucked right now. It's annoying. I have, like, rough knees because I swam so much. It messes you up. That's why I have to start lifting again and conditioning, like, more intensely. Because if I want to keep running, I'm just going to keep having issues until I start strength training and start, like, building up the strength in my joints again. Which is annoying. Annoying. But anyways, Dari says, my fat brother-in-law constantly tells me he'd have played the same level as me if he hadn't fallen down the stairs. Which, honestly, they never know, you know? But I think that's why people talk about it so much. I think they're jealous, you know? To be fair, I've only ever had broken bones and few concussions, nothing too bad with ligaments. Getting a ligament injury is the worst. That shall put you up for years at a time if you're not careful. And a lot of the time, it's not something that you intend to do. It's usually like either a repetitive stress injury or, God, it's just so sad to see. And it sucks. One of my swimmer friends, like, in high school and stuff, she literally made it to compete for the Olympic swim trials. Like, she was that fucking good. And we weren't really close. She was just, like, someone I knew from, like, swim class and stuff. But she tore her ACL, like, I think 6 months before qualies. And, she was so upset. Like, it made it so she just couldn't do any swimming at all. And it's so sad, too. Daria says, but I look after myself and I go to physics, etc. to make sure everything's okay. True. Oh, physios, yeah. I'm meeting with a trainer tomorrow to be sure I'm on, like, a good plan, because she does distance running and everything, too. And, like, some people are like, oh, maybe you should start doing, like, reformer Pilates or whatever, but I don't want to do that, because we've talked about it here. Like, it is a form of resistance training, but it's nothing more intense than, like, calisthenics. So, yeah. Dari says, I knew a guy that went to the 2012 Olympics and spent the next 4 years just going hardcore on the drink. Yeah. Well, like, once you do it, it's kind of like you peaked. It's hard. For a lot of sports, you don't really have a thing after that. And there's still plenty of sports or athletics where you can get into, like, an Olympic level when you're older and stuff. There's plenty of Olympians where they picked up on it in their 20s, 30s even, depending on the sport. Usually winter shit, but not like snowboarding or anything like that. But yeah, don't overthink it. Focus on your technique and volume. That's true. I need someone to watch my gait. We were talking about that the other day here. And that's been, like, my biggest struggle. Just figuring out, like, what I should do and what I shouldn't do. Oh shit, okay, I gotta focus for a second. For an amateur and niche sport, it was fucking impressive to compete at that level and have a job. True. True. Like, fuck. That, pick a spot. And it's, like, it's really hard. Like, most of the barrier to entry to sports is, like, time and fucking money. Like, a lot of sports are theoretically, like, you could be good at it and you can get good at it, but, Like watching people compete in like the disabled Olympics, I don't remember what they're called again. That was always been like really interesting because I worked with a lot of like disabled people. Paralympics, I think. That's always been really fun. I know this dude who he has Down syndrome, and he does a lot of like community events where he shows off all of his like Olympic medals and everything. So it's really important for people to do that. But the hardest part is the barrier, like the money. Like if his family wasn't there to support him, or he didn't have a solid support system to be able to train, he would not have been able to get to the level that he wanted to. And that's the barrier for everyone. Is as I'm looking into like more distance training and stuff, I could definitely do it if I train. But the training takes a lot of time. It takes a lot of money. Because money is time. And that's the hardest thing. That's why you gotta get like sponsors and stuff. I get a lot of credit for running at 6:30 a.m., but this guy was up at 4, training for 2.5 hours at Olympic level, and then went off to graphic design till 6, was in bed at 9. Yeah, it's hard. Like, I just started training again, and for me, fuck. Oh my god. My training is a little bit harder and more intense. Fuck. Mainly because, like, oh my fucking god. Oh my god. Fuck my ass. Jesus Christ. I don't know if I'll be able to. Fuck. They give like 10% of the take to them, which is good. Yeah. For the Home Olympics in 2012, it was a lot easier, obviously, but our national lottery has been incredible for Olympians. True. Based off this gameplay, I can see why the training is intense for you. What do you mean? What does that mean? Like, would I do athletic stuff? I am an intense trainer. It's hard for me because my biggest flaw, I don't know if you're being sarcastic or not, but my biggest flaw in athletics is I can over push myself because I'll be like, oh, I know I can do this. Like every time I do something, I'm like, I have to do a little bit better. Oh, yeah, I know. I thought you were joking. But I am very competitive. I always have to do a little bit better than I did last time. So, yeah. And explaining jokes makes them funnier. You're a sassy bitch. I appreciate it. Fuck you, Darius. If I knew your last name, I'd call you by that. For me, I don't know. It's just one of those things, you know? I actually am a really competitive person when it comes to training. And it's hard for me to rest because I always want to be the best that I can be. And for me, that's why I took a long break from athletics because it was like a distraction from actually training and like training my mind to be better and stuff like that. But now it's something I can get back into. I'm very proud to bro. And also, this conversation is distracting. But I do feel a lot better than I did yesterday. Oh my god, that was really poor. Oh my god! Okay, I'm distracting myself. It's my bad. Bro, really, ball man? Oh my god. That was so bad. Okay, I'll do better. I just gotta pay attention. I don't know. I just wish that more people could participate, you know? I do understand the obsessive mindset that you need to do the AA stuff and just accept the change? Well, you can't change, yeah. Oh my god, bro. Really again? Oh my god, bitch. I was too close at the wrong time. Oh my god. I fucking hate this dude sometimes. Bitch. Oh my god. Focus a little bit. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I feel like for everybody it's different though. Sometimes like, I don't know, I'm just really competitive. I really like to push myself to do things that are hard. And that gives me a lot of like satisfaction. And like, no, Ollie, no. Alright now. Wait. He's like, Mother, I've been streaming for your allotted 2 hours, Mother. No more. He doesn't really like it when I stream that long. Oh, he's done it again. Maybe I'll make it. Fucking god. Fuck, I keep going too close to him. Okay, now we're doing the ball thing again. I keep getting like close to killing him. Like, I just haven't done it yet. Fucking hell. Fuck, I was too close again. Ah, fuck my ass. Okay. Oh! Oh! I'm so determined to get this done today. I was struggling so hard yesterday, and my excuse was that I had a migraine. My head still hurts today, but I was hoping that like it'd be a little bit better. Oh, it's so repetitive. I'm losing my mind. Yes, yes. But I don't know what else to do in this game, so I'm really trying to like get her done. I don't know. It's bedtime in it. I can't handle this high pressure environment. Are you serious? Cowardice. Cowardice. I respect it, but cowardice. It's 12:30. That's true. I know. I know. It's late. It's late. I respect. And I'll be able to focus a bit more. I need to be up at 7. That's fair. Are you training? Good luck. Fucking bitch. Try you. You game. I swear to God. It's gonna be so much harder. I want it to be. The dumb defender! After this, I'm gonna go make food. Oh my fucking God. That's ridiculous. Now he's doing the ball thing. He only has like 3 things that he does, so you'd think I'd do better. Fuck my ass. Okay. Ah! Boop. Okay. I don't think I can get him when he's doing his like shell attack. Fuck. That's fine. He's gonna pop up. Have this shit timed out, chat. Yes! That bitch. I don't know if that does more damage to him for me to do that. I literally hope it does. Oh, fuck my ass. Oh my god, dude. Sir. Why must you be like this? Ah! No, oh my god. I can do it, I can do it. Fuck my ass, Jesus Christ. Jesus, y'all are gonna think I have like an anal fetish or something. No, you really don't. I'm bad at this. It upsets me. Are you joking? How did you do that? How did I hurt you? It's like a time thing? It's okay. I'm okay. I'm just frustrated. I really want to clean out my ears. It always feels really good. Okay, we go. Okay. Oh, we hear him talking again. Here. It upsets me. I don't know why I'm trying so hard with this. I really don't have to, but I don't get to play it tomorrow. Tomorrow we're playing a different game. I kind of feel like it's worth it. It's just need candy. I'm gonna switch up my candy though. I'm gonna have oh. Well, I was wondering where you were. Hey, puppy. I need to get comfort from my dog. I'm doing so shitty. So I'm not very good at this game, chat. That upset me. I should win. Oh. I do know what to do. Eat your pubes, bro. Fuck. Best if I stay in one position. I thought that would work better than I anticipated. Bro. Hmm. Bro. I don't know how many times I have to hit him. Bro. Are you serious? Bro. Okay. I'm hoping that I can get him. Oh my god, I finally got him. I got the bug. Oh my god, defeat the dung defender. Achievement unlocked. The defender's crest. Nice. I'll get a fucking map for this. I have no idea what that did. God. Oh. Oh fuck. Bro. Okay. Hmm. I'll go this way, I guess. Let's see if they're still here. Times past, I was spoken through your legs, but now the rest of my castle are wonderfully distantly deceased. If I didn't welcome you, I'd never have anyone to share my happiness with. Alright. Back inside. Okay. Okay. More health. Okay. So there's something up here. I don't know what to do about that. I'm just gonna go up here. Yeah. Oh my god, I totally forgot how these guys fight. Alright, I gotta go up. Okay. Up again. Okay, then I go this way. I wonder what's up there. See if I can see it. I wonder how I get up there. Okay, I know. How I get up here. There we go. Oh shit. Wonder what else is here. Okay. Down we go. Oh. Okay. You can't do anything there. I don't really know. As we go down and around. Oh man, it's taking me up. I'm gonna go down. Away. Nope. Okay. Okay, I'm just leaving. I don't want to deal with that. Okay, little guy. Nope, I'm gonna leave the little guy alone. Okay. I just think there's gonna be something there, but there's not. It's like a little tease. Nothing's really happened. Okay, I think I'm gonna go up. All the way up to the very top of this and see what we have here. Because I think, for the most part, I've got like this entire map done. I could be wrong, but it feels like I have. I have to be sure that I can do that, I guess. Okay, all the way up and to up. Okay. Let me heal myself just a sec. Yep. Yep. This way. Where you run? Oh, and after I attack you, come to me. Okay. Walk away, sir. I like all the jumping ones to just be a little bit further away. Just because it's a little bit easier that way. Alright, I forgot. Okay, up we go. And then we're gonna go. Oh my god, sir. Hate you. Get out of my way. And then we're gonna go all the way this way. Boop, boop. Boop, 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 boop. Okay, got them all. And I can't get my got it. Y'all. Okay, up we go, up we go, up we go, up we go. We go left or right here? I keep checking the map just because I'm not sure about where I'm going half the time. I think that's pretty obvious. Some people stream for a really long time. I know I'm all by myself. I do feel a little lonely. Oh, this is the boss fight. This is why I haven't gotten past this. Oh, shit. Okay. Did I hit a bench? That was gonna start me really far away. I'm not doing this boss fight. Like, why have I not seen that? Why is it... something that I've done yet. That's fine. A little bit of a boss fight. I feel like I could just do this by myself. I am okay with it. Oh, we gotta go down more. This way. This way. And it is over here. Okay, bench. Okay, there we go. They become on high alert. They're just like, this bitch. Oh, this bitch. Oh man, I could have just. Oh my god, I'm like eating my health right now. Okay, heal, heal, and heal. Oh, now I'm in my reserves. It's okay. I'll be okay. I don't feel okay, but I'll be okay. Maybe I'll just get all the boss fights done, and I'll feel really satisfied with myself. What time is it? Oh, it's not even. I started streaming super freaking early again. I forgot. Damn, bro. Okay, I know. We're gonna wake up. I'm gonna have to fight you. Oh my god. Fucking hell. Oh my god. Fucking hell. Get these bitches. Oh my god. Fuck my life. Oh my god. That hurts. Fuck my ass. I don't know if I can do this today. I've been streaming a while. I think I might come back to it. I think I'll be good. Just because I have to gotta do some more stuff today. I have homework and I'm busy. I have to get up early too. Oh. Earlier than Darius, which is disgusting. Luckily, it's not as late for me, which is really nice for anybody watching the VOD. Anybody watching the VOD? It's not as late. And I'll be gaming tomorrow, so it's okay. Oh, my legs hurt. Not even from anything fun, just fucking running. Running just makes my legs hurt. And then, this is so funny. I was talking to Andrew earlier today, because no one's here, so I feel like I can talk about it for the memes. Even though it doesn't really matter. But I was talking to Andrew earlier, and I was like, am I getting fat? Like, my legs are getting bigger. And he's like, no, you're getting more muscular. I was like, that's what happens when you start doing more athletic things. And I was like, pardon me, I almost coughed. I was like, fuck. Maybe it is. Maybe it is. Anyways. I know to the nobody that's there, thank you so much for hanging out with me today. I hope you've had a wonderful day. And be sure to sleep well, stay safe, stay alive, and just